Thank you very much. It's an honor to have my friend, Prime Minister Abe. Japan, we have many things to discuss, including trade, including some of the numbers that just came out this morning. We had a very big number, 3.2 GDP for the first quarter, usually the worst quarter. That also included the little bit of a dispute we had during the quarter. So 3.2 was far above expectation. I guess many people were thinking it would be in the ones, maybe between 1 and 2, and 3.2 is great. Knowing that first quarter seems to always be the lowest, we're off to a very good start for the year. If we had the previous administration's low interest rates and quantitative easing, meaning pouring money into the system, that 3.2 could have been 5. Could have been a lot higher, but it could have been 5. So it's really quite a, I wouldn't like to say surprise, but for a lot of people it was a big surprise. Very big number. The Prime Minister just 2 moments ago said to me that congratulations on your number. The 3.2 number was even a surprise to Japan.
ありがとうございます。大変良い友人である安倍総理大臣と一緒にいられることは大変光栄に思っています。これから議題が多いと思います。貿易などについて話しますし、経済の指標についても話します。実は GDP は 3.2 に達成しているんですけれども、第一四半期から見れば素晴らしい数字だと思います。その第一四半期の中にはいろいろな争いがありましたが、皆さんが予想したよりはるかにいい数字になりました。で、他の国と同じように、例えば金融緩和などを行いましたら、その GDP の数字は5になったと思います。いずれにしても非常に素晴らしい数字になって思っています。で、先ほど安倍総理大臣からこの GDP の素晴らしい数字について祝意の意を言っていただきました。
I just returned from Indiana, the big NRA conference, which was really terrific, and the weather was very rough. They said we might have to circle for an hour. And I said, I hope you don't have to do that because we can't keep this great gentleman waiting. And we have the greatest pilots in the world, and we have awfully good equipment in Air Force One. So he landed it beautifully, no problem.
ありがとうございます。インディアナ州から帰ってきたばかりです。NRA の大会に出席しました。で、帰りの途中、天気が悪くなりまして、大変でしたですが、1時間待たされました。でもこれ以上、我々にとって大事な、訪問者がいらっしゃる。この1時間以上も待たせるのはやってはできないよとパイロットたちに言って、無事に着陸することができました。Air Force One は素晴らしい飛行機です。
And tonight, the Prime Minister and the great First Lady of Japan will be having dinner with us. We're celebrating our First Lady's birthday. It's her birthday. So I said to Melania, would you like to have Mr. and Mrs. Prime Minister and Mrs. Abe join us for your birthday? And she said, I can't think of anybody I'd rather have.
そして、安倍総理と昭恵夫人と今夜楽しい晩餐会も楽しむと思います。実はメラニア夫人のメラニアの誕生日でもあります。メラニアに聞いてみました。誕生日をどういうふうに過ごしたいかと聞いたら、安倍総理と昭恵夫人と一緒に過ごしたいです。適切なこのいい友達と一緒に過ごすのが一番いいと言ってました。
So we'll be having dinner tonight at the White House, and we'll be actually right after this meeting having our representatives with us in the Oval, and then a larger group of representatives in the cabinet room. And I think a lot will be accomplished. We're talking about a lot on trade. It's gotten very complex with what's happened to Brexit and what's happened with various other trade deals throughout the world. We're doing very well in our negotiations with China. Some of our people are leaving for China on Monday, and we're getting there. It could be very interesting. We'll see. I don't like to talk about things, and I won't talk about things because who knows what happens. Lots of strange things can happen for better or worse, but we are doing very well in those trade negotiations. And actually, we have a very big trade negotiation going on right now with Japan, which is, I would imagine, the primary reason that the Prime Minister is here.
そして、これからの会議なんですけれども、執務室に多くの代表がこれから入ります。 でその後カビネットルームで、より多い参加者も入れて、また議論を続けたいと思います。主に貿易について話すと思います。複雑な問題になっていますが、ブレグジットなど世界中の事情もいろいろありますが、いい貿易、結果になれるように、頑張りたいと思います。中国との協議もうまくいっています。月曜日に米国から中国に向かって出発する専門家は何人もいます。これからどうなるか見通しについて、それちょっとコメントを控えさせていただきたいんですけれども、急に変わるかもしれませんし、急に良くなるかもしれません。いずれにしてもいい結果を望んでいます。でもちろん、貿易なんですけれども、日本と一緒にそれについても話すでしょう。安倍総理大臣はそれについて大変興味を持っていらっしゃるのではないかと思います。
And the other thing we'll be discussing is trade as it relates to our two countries. Japan is buying a tremendous amount of military equipment and other equipment from the United States. We make the greatest jet fighters in the world, and missiles and rockets and everything else. We make the best in the world by far. And we'll be discussing that. We'll be discussing very strongly agriculture because as the Prime Minister knows, Japan puts very massive tariffs on agriculture, our agriculture going for many years going into Japan, and we want to get rid of those tariffs because we don't tariff their cars. So I think something will work out, but this should have been done by previous administrations, many previous administrations. It's been a long time, but I'm sure we'll be able to work that out. And ultimately, we have a chance to make a very good and long-term trade deal with Japan.
そして、米日、貿易問題についても、徹底的に話すと思います。日本からそのアメリカ産の、防衛装備品など、例えばジェットの戦闘機、ミサイルなど、我々は世界中のベストのものを作っているんですけれども、それを日本に、提供して、購入していただいています。もちろん農業についても、徹底的に話すと思います。日本はアメリカに対して、農産品に対する関税を上げているんですけれども、それを一日も早くなくしてほしいんですね。我々は日本産の車に対して関税をかけていないからです。これはこういった議論は前の政権もやるべきことでしたが、いずれにしても私がやります。長期的な貿易関係が良くなるようにこれから期待しています。
And tomorrow we'll be very early leaving for a quick round of golf on a very beautiful place on the Potomac River. I won't name the place, but it's beautiful. And so we're going to play a quick round of golf, and then I'm going to Wisconsin tomorrow, and we have a tremendous crowd tomorrow night for a speech and rally and whatever you want to call it. It's very big, a lot of people. We had 69,000 people sign up, and I think the arena holds about 10, so it'll be interesting, but it's always that way. And there's a lot of great spirit in our country. Again, we had some great numbers released this morning, and our country is doing very, very well economically, doing very well with the military. The military is being rebuilt, all being built from within, all jobs within the United States. And our country is they're very proud right now what's happening.
そして明日の朝ですけれども、朝早くゴルフのために出発します。ポトマック川が素晴らしい綺麗な場所にありますが、あえて名前は言えません。しかし景色が綺麗いところですよ。そのゴルフが終わりましたら、私はウィスコンシン州に行きます。その大会に出て、いつも1万人が入るような場所なんですけれども、すでに6万9000人がその大会に出ようとしています。それは私は楽しみにしています。アメリカにとって経済的な数字が、指標が非常にいい調子になっているということが分かります。そして米軍も中から再建しています。アメリカの中では雇用も創出し、大変いい状況になっているということを誇りに思っています。
So, thank you very much for being here, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you. Please.
今日こうして素晴らしいおもてなしをしていただいたトランプ大統領にまず御礼を申し上げたいと思います。またこの後、私と妻の昭恵でメラニア夫人のお誕生日をお祝いできることを楽しみにしております。
So at the outset, I'd like to express my deep appreciation for the great hospitality that you extended to me again here at the White House. And also, as you mentioned, we are going to celebrate Madam First Lady's birthday today, together with my wife, Akie, and I do look forward to celebrating this special day with you.
Thank you.
5月の1日に皇太子殿下がご即位され、日本は令和という新しい時代を迎えます。
On the 1st of May, His Imperial Highness, the Crown Prince, accedes to the imperial throne, and Japan will enter a new era named Reiwa under the new emperor.
令和時代の最初の国賓として、トランプ大統領ご夫妻をお迎えできることを大変嬉しく思います。トランプ大統領ご夫妻の訪問は、令和時代も日米同盟は揺るがない、国際社会のさまざまな課題にともに取り組んでいくという強いメッセージを発信することになります。
Under the new era of Reiwa, President Trump and Madam First Lady will be the very first state guests that we will invite. And it is a great pleasure and honor for us to welcome you and Madam First Lady. And also, this state visit will show both inside and outside that still under the new era of Reiwa, the bond between Japan and the United States under our alliance will remain unwavering. And also, we will demonstrate our strong commitment to addressing various challenges that we see in the international community.
米国の第一四半期の経済成長が 3.2%、非常に好調であること、また雇用状況もいいことについてお祝いを申し上げたいと思います。
And also, as you touched on earlier, I would like to congratulate you for your great performance as well as achievements, namely the 3.2% of the GDP growth in the first quarter of this year, as well as the excellent condition that you see in the job status in the United States.
トランプ大統領が誕生し、トランプ政権ができて以降、日本の企業は米国に230億ドルの投資を行っております。そしてその結果、米国に新たに4万3000人の雇用を生み出しており、それぞれの数字は世界一の数字であります。
Since President Trump took office, Japanese business community has additionally announced a total of $23 billion investment to the United States, which will create 43,000 jobs in the United States. Japan is ranked number 1 for its investment to the United States, as well as the number of jobs it creates in the United States.
この後、さらに両国が利益を得るような形でですね、経済が発展していくように、貿易交渉についてもお話をしたいと思います。
So in order for us to see further development of the economies of both Japan and the United States, and also realize those economies which would become mutually beneficial for both of the nations, I look forward to having a discussion with you also on the trade deal that we're now negotiating with each other.
日本はもちろん米国車には関税はかけておりませんが、今、米国はまだ日本の車に対しては 2.5% の関税があるということは申し上げておきたいと思いますが、いずれにせよ両国双方にとって利益となるような交渉を進めていきたいと思います。
With regard to the tariffs on autos, Japan has put no tariffs on American autos, but in contrast, the United States has put on the 2.5% tariff on the Japanese autos. But in any case, we would like to proceed with the further negotiation that we're now having so that we'll see a mutually beneficial outcome for both of our countries.
また6月には G20 大阪サミットを開催しますが、その成功に向けてトランプ大統領とも連携し協力していきたいと思います。
And also, I'm going to host the G20 Osaka Summit in the month of June this year. And in order for us to bring this summit to a successful conclusion, I would like to reaffirm our close collaboration as well as partnership at today's meeting.
明日のゴルフが楽しみですので、ぜひ明日は晴れてもらいたいと思っています。
And I cannot wait to play another round of golf with you tomorrow, and I hope that certainly tomorrow will be a sunny day.
It will be. It'll be beautiful. It's always beautiful.
ても綺麗な、天気です。期待できます。
Well, I want to thank you. The fact is that Japanese car companies are coming in at a level that we haven't seen in many decades. Toyota's investing $14 billion over a short period of time, and others too. They're going to Michigan, they're going to Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky. We're really getting a lot of business from Japan. I appreciate that. We're trying to bring some balance to the surplus that they have with the United States for many, many years. But it'll all work out. It's all working out. But they're making the biggest investments they've ever made in the United States. And in particular, car companies, they're really coming in. A lot of that has to do with our new agreements that we've been making, and some will have to do with the trade agreement that we're in the process of making. That should even increase that number. So I very much look forward to discussing that today. As far as your very big event, that's a very big event. And when we were in Japan together, we were talking about it, and the invitation was made. And I said, gee, I don't know if I can make it. Let me ask you a question. How big is that event compared to the Super Bowl for the Japanese? And the Prime Minister said, it's about 100 times bigger. I said, I'll be there. If that's the case, I'll be there. So it really is. It's many years, isn't it? 130 some odd years that it's happened. It's a very unusual, thing. And you're talking about reigning through blood for over 3,000 years, the longest in the world. So it's a very, very big event, and maybe you could explain the event, because it's very exciting, actually.
ありがとうございます。実は日本の企業が、第2位アメリカに、投資しています。例えばトヨタはオハイオ、ミシガン、ペンシルベニア、サウスカロライナ、ノースカロライナ、ケンタッキーなど140億ドル程度の投資を行っています。それに対して感謝の意を表したいと思います。そういった取り組みは我々の金庫の取れていない貿易状況を是正することが期待できると考えています。こういうふうにかつてないほど大きな投資をしてくださっている日本に、特に日本の自動車会社がこういうふうに投資しているということは大変喜ばしいことと思っています。これからの貿易についての交渉もありますが、これはやっている最中なんですけれども、さらなる日本からの投資が期待できると私は思っています。そしてその点のご即位なんですけれども、実は今でも覚えています。初めて招待されたときは、タイミング的にはちょっと難しいというようなことを私は申し上げましたが、でもあえてじゃあちょっと聞いてみます。この行事って日本人にとってどんなに大事なのかっていう、安倍総理大臣に聞いたら、非常にもうスーパーボール、アメリカ人にとってスーパーボールより100倍も大事だということを伝えてくださいました。そしたらじゃあもう私は間違いなくいますよと断念しました。これ130年ぶりのこういうふうなご即位なんですけれども、大変心待ちしています。3000年をずっと続いているこの宮家なんですけれども、ぜひこれについて詳しく皆さんに説明していただければと思います。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
日本にとっては、陛下がご即位されるというのは大変な出来事、歴史的な出来事でありますが、陛下がご退位されて新しい天皇が即位されるというのは、これは200年ぶりのことになります。
So for Japan and the entire Japanese people, having the new emperor itself means a lot, and this will be a historic event and also the tremendous event for everyone in Japan. What I would like to underscore here is that we will have the abdication of the living emperor leading to the succession of the crown prince to the emperor. And this will happen for the first time in approximately 200 years.
最初のお客様がトランプ大統領ご夫妻になるわけでありますけど、今から楽しみであります。
And under such a historic situation, and also under the new emperor, President Trump and Madam First Lady will be the very first state guest. And that is why I do look forward to welcoming you two in Japan.
Well, that's really nice, and that's an honor on behalf of our country. not just the First Lady and myself. So we really do look forward to that. And I think on a little bit lighter note, we will also be going perhaps to a sumo wrestling match. I've always found that fascinating. So in fact, we're having a trophy made in this country. We're going to give the trophy to the winner of the championship. So that should be good, and I'm sure the media will like that, but I think something I'll enjoy very much. So we may very well be doing that. We'll see what the time is. But again, Mr. Prime Minister, you're my friend, and I really very much appreciate the visit, and I think we will accomplish a lot. We'll also be talking about, by the way, North Korea, where we're working together very closely with others, and I think it's going pretty well. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
I think it can go quickly, yeah. I think it can go fairly quickly. Maybe by the time I'm over there, maybe we sign it over there. But it's moving along very nicely, and we'll see what happens.
Mr. President, is there a situation you could see where Don McGahn is charged with perjury? You seem to be contradicting what you
Well, I don't want to talk about that now. We have other things that we're talking about, but I'll respond to that question at a later date. Okay? Thank you.
And just to follow up on your comments earlier today and last night about, you said there was an attempted coup to top
Oh, I think
the presidency.
absolutely.
What
If you
would
look
be our
at,
coup?
yeah,
Is
if
there
you look at,
actually a coup?
if you look at what's been happening and all of the things you've been seeing with the insurance policy statement from two agents that are now gone, if you look at many of the elements of intrigue, and frankly, we're going to be seeing a lot over the next couple of weeks, things that a lot of people haven't seen. What took place here was a very, very terrible situation. How this whole ridiculous $35 million unlimited personnel, how this all started, I think you will find of great interest. Most of you know the answer to it anyway. The fair press, the good press, really the people that know what they're doing, or the people that are indeed fair. They know the answer to it. So we're going to see. It's going to be very interesting. But what took place over the last period of almost 2 years, and really before that, it was really much before that. In all fairness to Robert Mueller, things happened long before he even started. And what took place is a disgrace to our country, and it hurt our country, and a lot of people have been let go, and I don't mean by me, they've been dismissed, they've been fired, they've left in disgrace, and it really is a sad moment for the country, but I think ultimately it's going to be very good. It's going to be a healing factor. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you.